Today we have with ourselves DrJeffreena. She has secured All India rank of 689 in NEET PG 2024, and she is here to share her piece of wisdom, what she has learned during this journey. So, Dr. Jeffreena, please introduce yourself.
Thank you. I'm Dr. Jeffreena Subair, hailing from Kerala. I secured a rank of 689 in this NEET PG 2024. I did my MBBS from Azizia Medical College, Kollam. So that would be a brief introduction.
Okay, so what kind of student were you? Were you a topper like or a mediocre student during professionals?
I think, I still feel it's mediocre to topper because I got in first and second year I had distinction. Then after that, first class, so like that.
Okay, fine. So, you studied largely from textbooks or you studied from coaching notes in your professionals?
No, I didn't go for any coaching initially. I studied first and second year and all. I studied from books only, even final year also, like textbooks. And in third and fourth year, I had taken Marrow. So it was around that time I saw this ad about Marrow, and I had started from Marrow in third year actually. So ENT and Aftal I had done, and I had made notes also. And in final year, when we was about to start final year, I guess, Corona came up, COVID pandemic. So all of us went into lockdown. So at that time, I actually kind of made use of that time, and I had made notes of the final year subjects, like final year main subjects, peds, medicine, surgery, OBGY, and all. So that was my basic source actually. After the my internship, towards the end of internship, there was my marriage. So after that, I had again started my studies from Marrow, basically online platform only. I didn't go for any offline coaching initially. So after for NEET PG 2023, I had prepared for around I think 4 months. There was little more time, but if you ask me how much time I had studied properly, I think it is 4 months, 3 to 4 months, because there was a lot of functions and all coming up, and I couldn't concentrate properly. And moreover, I would say I didn't know the importance of questions at that time, and the importance of the last 10-day revision, how that would play an important role, and how to cover up all the subjects in a concise manner. I had no idea about that. So like that, I had given NEET PG 2023. So at that time, I got a rank of 23,000. Yeah. So after that, I had means I had a backup plan that if I didn't get the desired rank, I thought I'll go for some offline coaching institute and I'll study. I wanted to have face-to-face classes. So that's when I joined MedPG actually, MedPG coaching center.
Okay. So, firstly, you studied till internship. After that marriage, you were kind of not in touch with the studies, I guess. So it would be.
Not exactly actually. I tried, but there were a bit of difficulties.
So you
So I
really
couldn't study
started off
properly that
when?
time.
I think that in November 2022, you started off seriously again for PG.
Not November 2020. Yeah. November 2022. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
November 2022. Yeah, that's the correct time.
Yeah, because a lot of lags happens in between. Na? So everybody should understand
Yeah,
why
yeah.
so much time was taken and what is the impact. Everything that then the interviews
Yeah.
come.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that is once I joined MedPG, even though I had this old notes, what I did was I didn't want to like mix up everything. So what I did, I started from scratch, from base itself. So I didn't take any of my old notes when I went for coaching. It was in Cochin only, and they had residential campus. So we had face-to-face classes, and they used to provide us with workbooks. So the first round was like classes, and then they have a gap of a few days where they put subject-wise test. Then the next subject comes up, like that. So that finished by September. But around that time only, I had also started giving GTs. That's one thing which I want to emphasize to everyone, whoever is will watch this video. So that is, I started giving GTs around, I think, in July. July I started giving GTs. That was around mid of the cycle, and my portions were not complete also. The mistake what we most of us do is even before I gave NEET PG 2023 also I didn't give any of much of GTs. I think hardly 2 GTs I had given. So, but once I started giving GPs, at that time I didn't know the importance. But towards the end of it, I could see my growth curve, how I had come from low to the top like that. So that's one important thing. And after that, by September and all, they had completed the portions, and by October they started their revision schedule. Then in November 2023, INI was coming up. No? So I had planned to attempt that. And at that time, I planned I have to do revision. I have to complete at least one cycle of revision of my notes. And then I will give INI set, and then what may come, we will see. That was my plan. So I gave INI set with one round of revision, and I got a rank of 4,000. So after that, I felt pretty much confident, and I felt okay, if I put in a little more effort, I could do much better in NEET. So that was the first round. After that, after this INI set, this Med PG, they have a plan of, they give a fixed set of questions actually every day. That was their revision plan actually. And I would do that much of questions. So I think per day around 500 to 600 questions I were doing in the second round. That is from October and all. I started doing that many questions in each subject. So I would say that was also one of the things that helped me to secure this rank, because we feel that reading notes are more important. Both are actually equally important, doing enough questions as well as reading the notes. So I used to supplement, like I used to do questions and then go backwards, like whichever topic I felt was weak, I would just revise from that. Then after the first postponement, actually, that is in January 2024, I took up BTR. So that's when I started with BTR also. So BTR was like magic, I would say, because it helped to concise everything in one place. Why I don't know how it would be if a person starts from BTR, but I took BTR after like 2 revisions. So it helped me to know what are all already in their notes, in my notes, and what is extra. So in that way, it helped to add my knowledge, and it gave me an extra edge. That's what I felt. So
Okay, great. So now after taking BTR, were you residing in Met PG campus still, or you have?
no, after the first postponement, I had come back to home, and they have provided with online source. So from January onwards, I was preparing from home itself, and BTR was there, and MedPG notes was also there. So what I did was, we see everyone telling that we should stick to one source. What I would like to emphasize is, I don't think anyone is using just one source and doing. The thing is, we should have one basic note. For me, it was my MedPG notes. That was my basic note. So whenever I watch a video or any subject, like any platform, any subject, if I watch a video, what I do is I take my notes and I keep it with me. And if any extra point comes up, I just add into that notes itself. So that when I am revising, I'm just revising the same thing, but there is more content in it. That was the difference. So that's what I want to tell to everyone. If you're watching any platform video, no problem, because even in the end, I watch one shot also. After the second postponement, I wanted to, like, I couldn't revise with one, I couldn't bring myself to revise the notes. I wanted someone to like tell me everything like that. So for that, I felt one shot was good, and I started watching it. But still, I kept my MedPG notes. I didn't make notes from one shot again. What I did was, okay, this I already know. Okay, this is extra. So I just add it to that note and I just review it. So in that way, as I said, like my knowledge is increasing, but my notes is that much only. So
Okay,
that's one
great.
thing I would tell.
So now you are a very right person to compare MedPG, BTR, and one shot. So, because there is a lot of confusion in market. So, firstly, I would come to MedPG because not many
Okay.
many individual I interviewed, I do not get much of MedPG. So,
Okay.
what is the cost like? What is the monthly cost, and is it
Monthly.
advisable to
Yeah,
join
yeah.
for a, I mean,
Yeah.
candidate?
Yeah, I would advise, it was good for me because that was my basic note actually. From there only I got my base knowledge. So it was good. The cost was around like 75,000 for a year. The whole revision and everything included. And plus you will have the hostel charges coming up with that. That is monthly basis. So and why I chose MedPG was because of the faculty. Faculty was extremely good. Other than that, what attracted me was their number of students. Actually, it was like, I think in Cochin campus it was less than 100 students there. So when the students are less, the faculty will give more attention to everyone, no? And we'll get more time with the faculty also. So that was one thing that actually attracted me to MedPG. And the campus was also good, and they had good ambience also. Then, if I come to BTR, see, there are a lot of controversies like, is BTR enough? I don't know whether I can tell about that, because as I said, I started BTR after I finished my first and second reading. So I pretty much know what is there in my notes and what was extra. And I had an idea of what ma'am was selling. And I would tell the beauty of BTR is I have watched I got the time to watch 3 times BTR. Like after the postponement and all those things. So in total, I had watched 3 times. And even though the third time I was watching, I still in the third time only I understood, okay, this is what ma'am was telling when she said this. So even when you see first time also and even third time also, there are a lot of new things that you will learn from BTR. And I would say it is a wonderful source to concise your notes. Like for last moment revision and all, BTR is the best. One shot, if you ask, one shot was good. I don't know how I can compare, because the faculties are different, and their way of teaching is different. For some people, they would like one shot. For some, they want different faculty. So it
One shot is
varies.
by Nikita ma'am, na? Is my home.
No. That is sure shot.
Acha,
This is
sure.
Batia's revision program. Yeah.
Okay. One shot, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you compare, it will be very difficult to give percentage of which was how much is successful.
Um,
Yeah, but
yeah.
if you
But
roughly can give, then it would be really great.
sorry, I didn't understand.
I was saying that in your success, what is the percentage of these three institutions? So, will you just arrange it in ascending or descending order so that people know that?
I think that would be unfair, but still, the quantity which how much I have used, I can tell MedPG, BTR, and yeah, one shot, because one shot I used only in the last part. Just because I got that extra time, and I felt like I should not waste this time, because I didn't want, like how Zaina ma'am says, I didn't want my rank to deteriorate just because of the postponement. I didn't want to put it on postponement, so that's why I took up with one shot. And
Okay.
why I told about watching the videos and putting the points in the same notes is because many of us have that FOMO of, because after the second postponement, all the platforms were giving out free contents. So what to do? They were giving from this side, that side, from everywhere you were getting like free contents. And we were like confused, like what to do, which to do. So at that time, you need to prioritize. You just need to fix it. Okay, this is something which I would be able to do, so then that's better if I could do this. So like that.
Okay. Great. What do you think were your mistakes in the last attempt, apart from not giving GT?
uh, yeah, one, and doing questions also, because the first time I attempted, I didn't do much questions also. I had done only previous year questions and gone. So in the second time, and also after the second postponement, that was the postponement just before the night, no? So at that time, we feel like, okay, if there was time, we could have done that, we could have done this. So that was one thing I think this year's aspirants got, was a bonus maybe, because in that last day we know, okay, we could have done that, I could have done this. We have that feeling, no? So that was able to be rectified by that extra bonus time. Not bonus time, I couldn't tell it as a bonus time, but yeah, the extra time maybe.
Okay. How was your GT scores like?
Yeah, GT scores initially, I would tell the very first GT score was 200 uh, before NEET PG 2023 idea. After that, after coming to Met PG and giving baseline GTs and all, it was like started from 400, I would say. Then slowly it started increasing. That is, initially I used to attempt like around 160, 170 questions. And in that, I would get like around 50, 40 and all wrong. So my correct used to be around 100 to 110. That was my plateau phase actually. After the second revision and all, it started to increase slowly, and I was able to attempt like 190 plus, and then the negatives were around like 40, 30, like that it used to come. My last Marrow mock GT was, I attempted like I think 190 plus, and I got a negative, I got above 600 for, in that for the first time. I actually crossed 600 in Marrow mock. Yeah, Marrow mock NEET.
Okay, great. So, which shift was your exam?
For morning shift.
And how much you attempted?
195 I attempted. 195, yeah, 195, and I got 26 negatives.
Okay, great. So, total, what was your score?
646.
Great, great.
Thank
So,
you.
which branch would you be taking?
Okay, that actually, when I was preparing, I thought I would go for gynecology, and I kept a bar that I should, like, I had in my mind that I should be able to choose the branch. Like, it should not be like, okay, this rank I got, only this branch I'll get. That was my like aim. I should be able to choose the branch. But I had gynec in my mind, and I felt okay, whatever rank comes up at that time, we'll see. First, we'll study and sort it out. So after the results came out, now I'm thinking after seeing, like after discussing to my seniors and colleagues and all, I have come to the opinion maybe most probably I'll be taking up radiology, considering the work-life balance and my future, like after PG life, how I want my life to be and all those things. So that's why I'll be most probably taking up for radiology.
So, you are married to a medico, na?
No, non-medical. He's
So,
doing PhD actually.
okay, okay.
So, but
Okay.
he's very understanding and always supporting.
Yeah, I thought that if was a medical, so some combination was going if someone was from surgery.
No, nothing. No combinations. So he used to, his name is Muhammad bin Farooq. So he was one person I would send my GT always. And other than that, my mentor actually, Benson sir, who was the CEO at MedPG. So he, sometimes I send to sir also. And regularly I send to my husband. He'll be like, okay, it's okay. Don't worry. You will make it up, like that. So he was always like encouraging me.
Great, great. So, what would be your message to the juniors who are right now starting prepare?
I would say, like, first, we should finish the notes one time thoroughly. And after that, do as many questions as possible. Because we all have that notion that revision is basically only reading the notes. It's not reading the notes alone. You have to have do that much of questions. So when you see that much of questions, no, we'll have that confidence. I still remember when I attended Abbas Ali sir's class, he told one thing that you do questions. Why we fear questions is because we always have that if it goes wrong, no, we have that fear that okay, what if this goes wrong, what if that goes wrong. So that fear is what is a barrier which acts between us and the questions. So you have to overcome that barrier, just face that barrier, have that faith that okay, if it goes wrong now, it's okay, but I won't make that mistake in the final exam. So that will give you that confidence, you know, when you do that mistake right now and you tell yourself okay, this happened now, it won't happen in the final exam. You should have that confidence with you. So I think that's one thing, MCQs. And please do give GTs, because GT is also even I tell my friends to give GTs and they're like they say what if the score doesn't come good. I do understand that is an anxiety issue, but try to learn from that and just go on, because it's never over until it's exactly like you give your final exam, it's not over. So just use everything as a learning tool and make best of that opportunities.
Okay, great. So, anything I might have missed, would you like to add from your side?
um No, I think I have told everything, and you know, during this period, it's important that we share everything with someone. Like there should be a companion or a friend or someone. So just when you feel frustrated, because I would say in this postponement, preponement, and all those issues, our mental health was like you know, I couldn't explain. So at that time, you need someone to vent out that frustration. And I would say, see, there are a lot of people who tells, okay, postponement, maybe postponement will happen, maybe preponement will happen, then normalization, discussion, everywhere this is going on. If you open Instagram, if you open Telegram, there are discussions about everything. So that's one source you could get anxiety and, go into tension. So what I would like to tell everyone is, uh, there is something which we could control and some things which are not under our control. So all this postponement, normalization, nothing is in our control. Even nothing is there that we could do about that actually at that point of time when we are preparing. So at that time, you just see, okay, it's not under my control. There is nothing I could do about it. Then what I could do is I could do more questions. I could prepare more well. So please focus and give your energy into such things instead of wasting time or getting anxiety from those things. That's
So
one thing.
what do you used to do? So you would never watch the Telegram, or what was
No,
your?
no, no. I watched. I used to watch. I am there in Telegram. I was on Instagram also. But this video actually, I got this tip from Praveen sir actually, cerebellum psychiatry faculty. No, so from his video only I got this. Okay, it's not under my control. There is nothing I could do. So I would use Instagram. Yeah, one app that I missed out was Neuroflip. There is an app called Neuroflip. I don't know how many are familiar with that. So when I feel like I'm scrolling Telegram to, sorry, Instagram too much, I would take up this Neuroflip, and they have this flashcard type of things. So it's like a good way to scroll also. So I would suggest that would be a good app. If you take, like, for time pass also, it's good because they show pictures. Nowadays our exam is also a lot of image based questions were coming up in the exam. So that would be a good way to waste your time if you want to in that way. So Neuroflip was good. And yeah, I would watch Telegram, YouTube also. Like, you should have some time for your me time. Give some time, that's okay. And have proper sleep also, because we always tend to neglect our sleep a lot. So I used to sleep at least for 5 hours minimum. I used to, like, get that sleep. By hook or crook, I used to get that sleep somehow. So do sleep well and study. Just focus and have your me time, because if we don't get that time also, no, we will feel frustrated and we won't be able to concentrate properly. That's also one issue.
So you're saying that you slept for 5 hours. That, and what was your
Yeah, yeah,
maximum?
minimum.
What was your maximum?
10 maximum was 11 hours, 11 to 12 hours actually,
What was the
but
average
not
then?
every day. Average is 8 hours, 7
8 hours.
to 8 hours maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because 5 hours
I would
is
say, yeah. 5 hours, because I would say, see, not every day I was able to study for 11 hours or 12 hours. This 11 hours is actually, I think, before this final exam, like 2 weeks consistently, I got 11 hours. Before that, it was like 8 hours, 4 hours some days 3 hours also. So, yeah, that's one thing I could tell, that don't get frustrated when you have a bad day. If you're not able to study, just take a day off. Go out and get some fresh air, or if you want to sleep. If you want to watch something, watch. It's okay to have that day, because even I, at that point of time, even I felt that frustration, and I had felt scared and anxious about that I'm wasting one day while others are studying and all. But it's okay, everyone have that in their preparation phase. So it's okay even if you couldn't study for a few days also, because I can remember, because after the May INI set, I hadn't studied for till the results came. I was not able to study. I would sit with the books, but no good time was coming from that. So then I waited till the results, and after the results only I started studying properly. Then after the postponement, that is the overnight postponement also, till the dates were coming, I couldn't study. I was like hardly studying for 2 hours, 3 hours those time. Either I would watch video or I would do questions. Once the date came, I came back into track slowly, slowly. It was not like one day I could study for 11 hours and then I could keep up with that. No, slowly, slowly only we'll get that momentum. So it's okay even if you're having a bad day.
Okay. So what was your me time like? I mean, what was the ratio like? After how many hours of
Uh,
study, how much time you take breaks and like that?
3 hours, 2 to 3 hours, like continuous study, I'm telling. My time was actually morning time usually. I like to wake up early in the morning and start my study and like to sleep early. So some people will be night owls. So you should make a schedule according to your, circadian rhythm mostly. So yeah, mornings usually I would study good. If I have started early, I would get an study time of like 5 to 6 hours in the morning. That is till afternoon. Afternoon is usually, for everyone, it's a little, the peak comes down actually. So at that time, I usually like practice questions. I would sleep, I would nap for like 15-20 minutes and all, and then again get back to studies like that. So
Okay.
as a ratio, I don't know how to tell, but yeah, this is how on the outlook it will look.
Okay. So it was really nice having you on my YouTube channel, and
Thank you.
my best wishes for your future, and may you prosper and
Thank you.
earn everything you desire. And
Thank you.
best of luck. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It was good.
So, hey guys, thanks for watching this YouTube video, and make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you are able to win cool prizes. And right now in your mind, you would be thinking, what cool prizes would be I would be awarding? Just think of anything that I should give to you. And that cool prizes, surprise, that there are no prizes and it's a free YouTube video, and you want free things over the top of free things. You greedy people, just subscribe, man. It takes a lot to make such kind of videos for you, so that you take motivation from these people's journey and use it for your own benefit. So please do share and subscribe and comment. It helps a lot in the growth of the channel, and also provides me a motivation to continue such good work. Thank you.